welcome to Issues Watch Overtime. We didn't have enough time to answer questions, all the questions that were presented, and we had several. So we'd like to be able to take some opportunity now to answer those. So the first question we have is, when does the new self-study rule go into effect?
The new self-study rule is in effect currently.
With the new triennial, which
started
January
1st, 2015.
Right.
And it's 1-for-1 credits. A lot of people were asking me, did it go back to the half credit? It's still 1-for-1. So. Yeah.
Now, Ralph, I know you spent a lot of time talking about the new CPA exam. When exactly is the new exam going into effect?
Okay, the changes on the exam are going to go into effect first quarter of 2017. So I know someone asked about 2018. There's going to be another change in 2018 to incorporate an Excel worksheet into the test-based simulation. So that's probably what they help. But again, the exposure draft is on our website. So if you want to see all of the changes that are been proposed, that's probably the best thing. But that 2017 is when the new changes will go into effect.
So I'm telling all my staff, pass the exam now.
Yeah, really, because some of the information will be new in terms of the new simulation. So it'll be a different format, less multiple choice, and more test-based simulations that will take place in that. And again, it'll be 2 more hours on the BEC section, and I forget the other section. It may be FAR, because they're going to be adding the test-based simulations into BEC.
This question is on tax filing. Why are CPAs being burdened by asking to supply substantial paperwork? You know, I guess we're electronic filing primarily, but then subsequently asking to supply a lot of paperwork on behalf of their clients' behalf.
Yeah, I think, again, this goes back to the concern over tax fraud. When you do electronic filing, you don't have to submit the paperwork. And so we're in at the division puts these electronic file returns through their filters. Certain things pop out, and that's why they go back and ask for W-2s or copies of W-2s or other information. And and that's a challenge, obviously, because people's expectations are that if they file electronically, that they'll get refunds faster. But again, it's all under the auspices of not trying to prevent fraud, because one of the best ways, or the ways that people commit fraud, is they file electronically, because they try to file the returns right away so that they can get refunds, and then they're off to the races.
And they're making up information on W-2s.
Absolutely.
And this way, when the IRS gets the W-2, the correct one, and paper form, they can match it to see that it matches what was filed. So sometimes it's not a bad thing to send the paper copy.
Right, exactly.
Keeping in the tax mode, has Section 179 passed the Senate and has the President signed it? Should we be advising our client it is final?
It is not final yet, because it has just passed the House. There's a vote today, I believe, for Congress and the Senate, and then obviously the President has to sign it. We're like 99 and 100% sure that the President will sign it. Right. So it's just a question of if Congress gets to it today, then it can go to the President's desk for signature.
There's 2 questions that are very similar. What is the NJCPA doing to improve the tax landscape here in New Jersey? And what is the status of legislative discussions on the estate tax? So I put those together because we are certainly doing work on the estate tax issue.
2 things. One, we have stepped up our profile and our advocacy efforts down in Trenton to be more proactive as opposed to, I would say, reactive once bills are there. So we're meeting with leadership in the past 2 months. We have had multiple meetings with the Senate President, the Assembly Speaker, and also the minority leaders in both the Senate and the Assembly. And our conversations have all been about the estate and inheritance tax and about the need for that. And back to Frank's comments about the outward migration and how these taxes are driving people out of New Jersey. It's the common phrase that you don't want to die in New Jersey, because these taxes are the most onerous. We're one of 2 states that have both an estate and inheritance tax. So we've been very active on that. And we did an op-ed saying that there ought to be reform of the estate inheritance tax. Our members, the survey information shows that they actually counsel their clients to leave New Jersey as a tax strategy. So we want to prevent that.
Right.
So our hope is that something will happen. The ball is in the hands of legislators, but we've given them good objective data to indicate that this is an issue that causes people to leave New Jersey. So
That's great. Well,
did we get all of
I
that?
think we did. I think we did a good job.
So and I think the other thing too is that we're getting more involved with business alliance groups. We're part of a new
That's very good.
coalition that's been formed as a result of the business summit that was held in Atlantic City, where over 500 people attended and 40 plus companies and organizations were participants in that program. And we're actually on the steering committee for that organization. So we hope to be able to shape policy and direction on things that need to be done to improve the business landscape. And it's really bringing all the business groups together to focus on the key things that are going to make a difference here in New Jersey, instead of all of us with our own individual pieces of legislation running to lawmakers and confusing them about what they should do. Coming with a plan or suggested policy changes that there's a consensus behind it, that this is going to have an impact on the business landscape. So this is what the society is going to be involved in. So
And certainly have a better chance of passing any legislation.
absolutely, absolutely.
So, well, again, thank you both, Ralph and Frank, for your input today. It's been invaluable. And that concludes Issues Watch Extra.
Or
Please-
overtime.
Overtime.
Overtime, extra overtime. Our next broadcast, as we said, will be June 30th, Thursday, June 30th at 9 a.m. See you then.